Now moving on to my small forwards list. So to recap that five, at number 5, I had Scottie Pippen. Number 4, we had Julius Erving. Number 3, we had Kevin Durant. Number 2, Larry Bird. And number 1, it's pretty obvious, LeBron James. And the main argument I think I had with this list was really LeBron being at number 1. I think a lot of fans are very vocal when they are, against LeBron and like what he's achieved in his career. And to me, like, it's pretty hard to like comprehend, to be honest, like why people like have such a problem with LeBron James over his entire career. To be honest with you, like, I don't even care if you have a grapple with like what the Miami arrival as well. Like, dude, that was 14 years ago, man. And like, I think LeBron hate can be very blinding. And I think it's very ignorant and pretty forgetful for what this guy has actually done in this league as both the best talent in NBA history, in my opinion, and by far the best winner of this generation of NBA basketball. And for me, like, there's a reason why LeBron seamlessly slots ahead of everyone, especially on this list as well. And I don't think it's really a question. I mean, like, he was by far the best player in the league for like 10 to 15 years, I'd like to say. And he won more titles than anyone else on this list besides Scottie Pippen. And obviously that gap, like Scotty's direct load in those titles wasn't even comparable whatsoever. So like, that's nothing, all right? And like with the parity of today's NBA, I think like LeBron does get more of a pass. Like, obviously I like to respect what people did in different eras, but there's got to be some sort of an error tax in here, like 10, 15% or so, in my opinion, when we are doing these greatness debates. And so I think he does get a bit more of a pass than some of these guys at the top. And like, dude, if you're looking at like the 70s and 80s decades, like guys like Julius and Larry Bird, which a few people actually said they would rather have over LeBron in the GOAT debates, like the talent was nowhere near as suffocating as it is right now. And like this guy, I mean, 10 finals runs in his entire career, 4 eventual championships where he claimed 4 finals MVPs. And just to read off some of the stats in those losing final series stat lines as well, like I know people have like a problem with the 4-6 finals record, but just to like reiterate just how dominant this guy was in some of those losing series, because it is hard at around 30 teams with how suffocating talent is still growing and becoming as well. But like, it's so hard to be the eventual champion in today's NBA. But let's just read off some of these, all right? And we'll see what you guys think. 2014 finals, 28 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists on 65% effective field goal percentage. 2015 finals. Don't mind the efficiency, we're not going to go through it, but 36, 13, and 9. 2017 NBA Finals, 34, 12, and 10 on 63% effective field goal percentage. And then 2018, arguably LeBron at the peak of his powers, either that or 2013, whichever year you want to take. 34 points, 9 rebounds, and 10 assists. Losing to the Golden State Warriors in 3 of those 4 like series that I brought up. And like, we're talking about a guy that made 8 straight finals appearances, 8 straight consecutive finals appearances. Like, and this is with totally different franchises as well. Like, this guy was a locked in bet every single year if he was on your team to make the final 2. And that is something that we'll probably never ever see again for that long stint of time. 8 years in a row. And so the winning argument, like, it just doesn't make any sense to me when people make it up with LeBron. Like, oh, he left Miami. Like, I don't care, man. Like, I really don't care. In 2020, at age 35, we're talking about a guy for an entire playoff run, which ended up in a finals MVP for him at 35 years old. He averaged 28 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists on 56, 37, 72 splits. You can't play around with this guy. This guy is the ultimate winner of this generation, and it doesn't make any sense to me. So that's why the winning argument is just a non-factor for me in this context, unless you're comparing him to the guys like Michael Jordans, the Kareems, the Bill Russells, the Magic Johnsons. But that's when like winning can play like a factor, but not when you're comparing him to the Julius Ervings and the Larry Birds. I'm sorry, like, there's no disrespect to what those guys achieved, but I guarantee you, I mean, I don't know how competitive really Larry Bird is, like, truly, but I'm sure deep down they understand what this guy has done in his career has been more impressive from an individual and from a team standpoint as well. I mean, the fact that he's got even just more championships in general than both those guys should say enough for you, especially with how stacked some of the teams that Julius and Larry Bird have. You talk about the 83 76ers squad. Basically, I think they had 5, including Julius Erving, 5 all-star level guys on that 83 squad. Moses Malone, Mo Cheeks, I think it was Andrew Toney and Bobby Jones. And we don't even need to run through the types of lineups that Larry Bird had going for him. So that's just to settle that argument for me.